often when you are when you learn about this ayah, what you learn is Allah is saying, look, don't they reflect upon the Quran? Because if the author was anyone other than Allah, you would find this Quran less miraculous, or you would find that this Quran contradicts itself. Yes, ikhtilafan kathira does at one level mean contradictions, but what it's saying is, don't they reflect upon how this Quran lays bare the truth, lays bare the truth of themselves to themselves, as it lays bare, like all the Quran of Mecca, like all the Quran of Medina. What the Quran quintessentially does, it doesn't come and, pat your back and give you a little cheerlead about yourself. The Quran is a book of truth. It comes, and if you reflect upon it, and if you understand it properly, you understand yourself. If you live with the Quran, it strips you naked before yourself. It comes and cuts off your excuses. It is a document of veracity and truth. So Allah is saying, don't they reflect upon what this Quran is revealing? Because if the author was other than God, what they would find in it is what you would expect a human being to do. A human being would not, and we saw so many examples of that, right? A human being would not come and teach you at a certain point to be like steel, and at a certain point give you a lesson about what is your roof, what is your ceiling in life. A human being wouldn't come and at another point come and says, in the midst of a absolute national crisis, when people are tempted to call each other traitors and to execute traitors, and comes and says, turn away from them. You don't need them. That if you reflect upon these truths, you will see. But it requires, as Allah says, يَتَدَبَّرُونَ Qur'an. It requires the tadabbur al-shay' is to deeply reflect upon something. So it doesn't say يَقْرَؤُونَ Qur'an, don't they read the Qur'an? And it doesn't say أَلَا يَسْمَعُونَ Qur'an, don't they listen to the Qur'an? يَتَدَبَّرُونَ Qur'an, don't they reflect upon the Qur'an? Because if you truly reflect the way we've been reflecting since we started this, it becomes undeniable. You need to be absolutely determined to self-delude yourself. You need to be absolutely committed to self-delusion, not to see that the author of this book cannot be human. Because there is no, give me another text like it. Give me another text anywhere. And this is a defiance to all people from now till the time I leave this world. Give me another text written by a human being that shows the level of moral consciousness and sophistication like the Quran. I spent an entire lifetime reading religious texts. If there is a religious text, name it. I've read it. I've learned languages to read religious texts in their original languages. And there isn't. The Quran is truly a unique document in human history, unlike any other. Can't be compared to any other. And what is required to come to that is tadabbur, proper, deep reflection. Now, of course, it gets harder because at their time, to reflect upon the Quran, they had the Prophet ﷺ living. They had Ahl al-Bayt right there. They had Ali radiallahu anhu right there. They had Abu Bakr, they had Umar right there. But then as we move away, and then we have the interventions of colonialism, and we have the interventions of capitalism, and we have the interventions of imperialism, and we have the interventions of globalism, and we have all the different interventions, and the distance between us and the Quran gets more and more remote, then the level of tadabbur that is required needs to become more and more intense. But look at how small the effort of tadabbur that we invest compared to how huge the challenge is. To the point that come today and you say, let's invest in it's like most of what we invest in, we want people to tell us what we already know about the Quran. Not anything remotely new, not anything original, not anything that actually contributes to layers of knowledge, but just tell us tell us the same old stories, the same narratives about Sirah, the same, and that's not tadabbur. And that's not how to understand the challenge of ikhtilafan kathira. That why does Allah says if it was from other than God, you would find ikhtilaf kathir. Ikhtilaf kathir is not just contradictions. You would find it a very different book. It's like you would find it like all the other books that you read that humans write.